going to show you how to make these Hello Kitty Rice Krispie treats, so stay tuned and I will show you how. Here are the things that I use: some Rice Krispie treats, some candy melts, and I will be using the Color Burst Brights. I have some sprinkles, some paper straws, and some icing decorations with Hello Kitty's face on it. Alright guys, let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is take our little Rice Krispie treat and have your straw, and this straw is a little bit too long, so I'm going to cut out about an inch worth. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip the part that I just cut off into my candy melt and press it in about halfway. That way you don't have this too short, and that'll work. So now I'm going to let this dry, and you know this is dry when it turns matte and it's not glossy anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest, and then I'm going to come back to dip it for the first time. So this one is ready to get dipped. So when I dip this, I'm going to go ahead and stand it back up here. The second time I dip it, I'm going to lay it flat. And the reason is because once I start putting this stuff on top, especially the little decoration, if I stand it like this, it's just going to all drip down. So I want to avoid that. So laying it flat will be the best way to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and dip the entire Rice Krispie into this candy melt, and I use this one here. It's called Color Burst, I believe, because it has little colors, different colors. It has green, blue, and pink, and I thought it would go well with this because I am going to do another one, and I will be using just plain white on that one. And I just thought since this had some little pastel colors, it would look pretty with this Hello Kitty. It looked kind of girly, so I went ahead and used this just so it could be a little bit different than the other one that I'm going to do. So just going to tap and release a lot of this candy melt because I want to give it just kind of like a crumb coat on a cake, just a really thin layer. And then the second one will be the same, just a thin layer. But once the second one goes on, it'll give it a better coverage. So now I'm just going to go ahead and set it down, and I'm going to do the same thing to the rest of them. Alright guys, so before we get started on that second dip, you want to make sure that you have all your toppings ready. Now here you'll have your little Hello Kitty icing decorations, and I'm going to be using a variety of sprinkles and a couple colors or so. Now you can do whatever color that you like. Now they sell a lot of these in different themes, so whatever you choose for your whatever theme your party is going to be in, you choose your little decoration for that. You can go ahead and match, like color coordinate your sprinkles to your theme. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using, for example, for this one I decided to go with like pink, like hot pink, because she has a pink bow, and I'm going to sort of incorporate a little bit of blue as well. And here has a combination of yellow, pink, and blue. I thought that would be kind of nice. So the one I'm going to do right now has the hot pink jimmies and the hot pink nonpareils, and then I have the pearlized jimmies. Now these have a little bit of a glaze to them, so they are shiny. And what I like about these is that when this dries, it becomes really matte. It doesn't have any shine to it. So when you put these on there, they kind of show up really nicely. I don't know if you see that. So that's why I went with those, because they do normally come matte, but try to use those, the little pearlized kind. I'm gonna go ahead and dip my Rice Krispie into my candy melt for the second time. And you can only dip it once if you like. It does give it a nice coverage, but I like to give it a little bit of a thicker coating. I mean, it's not like a tremendous amount because I do shake a lot of it off, but I do want some kind of candy coating over it. So I do dip it twice, and as you see, I release quite a bit of it, so it's not going to be super thick. And again, remember, we are going to lay these flat after we put our toppings on them. And the toppings are only going to go on one side. Alright, so I have here my 3 plates where I'm going to put all my separate toppings. And I'm going to put my little Hello Kitty right on the center. And I'm going to start off with my jimmies. Start off with the colored ones, and then you can go ahead and use the white ones, because you want to incorporate some color in it since the background is already white. Now you don't have to do the back because you're not really going to see that, and then you're going to lay it flat, so you don't need to put any on the back. Okay, so that's about it. Now I'm going to set this aside on my wax paper and let it dry. I'm not going to move it there until it completely dries and becomes matte, and then you can peel it right off and you're pretty much done with it. So I'm going to finish up the rest, and I'm going to do a few different colored ones. So I will show you each one of them so you can get an idea of what you can do with your color combos. All right, so once they're dry, you can just go ahead and peel them right off the wax paper. And this is what it's going to look like. Here I use the shreds, the jimmies, and here's the other one. These little pieces here can be broken off, or you can use a knife and just trim that off so it'll trim nice and even. But this is the other one with the blue shreds, the hot pink jimmies, and the pearlized jimmies. So again, you can use so many. Here's like the other one, but then this has the two shreds and the pearlized jimmies. This is how you would trim off little extra pieces here, because when you lay it down, the candy melt will slide to the sides. But just grab a nice knife. It doesn't have to be serrated. It's just a sharp steak knife will be fine. And then just trim it right off. It'll peel right off really nicely. And that's about it. And it'll give you a nice sharp edge. Here's like the one I just made. It has the hot pink nonpareils and the hot pink jimmies and the pearlized white jimmies. You see that, how that shines? Here's a different one. I thought this would be cute for like a baby shower, but these are made by this these little shreds, and these are by Choco Maker. And I don't know if you've ever bought some edible grass that they usually only have during Easter, and they usually come in, obviously in green because it's grass, but now they make like different colors. It's the same thing. It almost tastes like wafers. Like it's, I mean, it'll dissolve in your mouth. It's just like weightless, and it's porous, and it just kind of dissolves in your mouth. It's kind of like wafer shavings. And I thought that was really neat, so I picked that up. They're like $3.60 a bottle, and I found those at Hobby Lobby. I don't know where else you can find them, but if you can't find them like at Michael's, you can go online and just look up Candy Shred. And so far I've only found 2 colors, and then it's by Choco Maker. So it'll look like this, and that's the only 2 that I used for this particular one. And I thought that was cute for like a baby shower. Okay, so what I found best to bag these in are these 6x4s, and I found these at Joann's Fabrics, and they came in a roll, and I think they're by Wilton. I don't remember how much I paid, maybe about $5.99 or something, and I don't remember how many come in a roll, probably like 100 or so, and they're like plastic, and they're flexible, and they do the job. So I'm going to be using these. And I have my little twisty tie, and I found these at Hobby Lobby. They came in a few metallic different colors, and they were really long, so I split them in half, and I was able to get 2 of these out of 1 long one. Here are the bags that I used. I found a box. There's 150 in there, and I think they were about $5.99, and I got these from Joann's Fabrics. That's the only place I've seen them at so far. And they come in a roll like this, kind of like a toilet paper roll. This is the cardboard here, and then the rest of it is the bags, and then you just rip them off like this. And again, they're about 4x6, and then you can use them to bag anything that you like. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you like how these turned out. Give these a try. I think these will be perfect for your Hello Kitty birthday party or for a little girl's birthday party or even a baby shower. If you can find the icing decorations for your theme that you're making, you can definitely change these up. Put the respective colors so they can match for the sprinkles, and you can make these for your candy table and stuff like that to match your party theme. Alright guys, that is all for this video. I thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I hope you enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching. And have a good one.